I want to talk music because this new single that we've been playing, I've got to say, my favourite track from you so far.
Thank you, man.
I love this track.
Thank you so much.
I want to talk about how it came about. I know we've talked a little bit about how you write and where's good, but this song in particular.
It was the first song we wrote for the album, and I was really into Kings of Leon at the time. I went and saw them play, and I was blown away by the anthemicness of their, like, Sex on Fire, Use Somebody. Like, the crowd looked like they were floating 2 inches off the ground. And I just basically ran back to America and was like, I have to make an anthem, and that was the first thing that came.
And in terms of sound, this is obviously different to big Shawn Mendes tracks like Stitches and Nothing Holding Me Back, which we've also played loads and loads. Is this kind of a new direction or just a little step out?
It's a little step out, and I think when the album starts releasing more and more songs, people are going to be like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Because I didn't say I was going to make one genre type of music. I kind of just went all over, and I really experimented with what I wanted to make, because I realized there's no longer genre walls. Like, nobody just listens to pop, or nobody just listens to rap. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you listen to? I listen to everything. That's like the most common thing you hear. And so when I started making the music, I didn't confine myself to one genre. I was like, if you're making good music, make good music. The cohesive factor will be you and your voice, you know?
Of course. I bet you didn't pack for this weather. This is the hottest day
No,
of the
I'm
year.
wearing a sweater right now. I just started sweating again. Let's get the air on.
Let's get some air on. Shawn Mendes on Total Access. There's In My Blood. It's getting hot in here.
It's literally getting hot in here.
Sean's deep-jacketed.
No, I know. It's really getting hot in here.
Before you go, I need to talk to you about a track, which this isn't like a single. It's just a track that we get to hear from the album. And I don't often do this, but this is a song that I kind of listened to at the same time as In My Blood and thought, this is incredible. Tell us about Lost in Japan.
That was me obsessing over Justin Timberlake, you know, and like Cry Me a River. And I wanted to just see if I could do it. You know, like, I think the problem with a lot of people nowadays, and I don't want to say problem is the wrong thing. The thing is with a lot of people nowadays is they think they can't do things that they really can do. And there's so many examples for those things, but I really wanted to see, like, would I be able to make something that's a little more R&B and a little bit more like Justin Timberlake instead of so like pop or so singer-songwriter. And I really love it. It's so fun to play, and I'm so proud of that song. And the reason we released them both is because when In My Blood came out, I knew people were going to be like, okay, cool, it's a rock album. 24 Hours Lost in Japan dropped and just confused everybody, which was so fun for me in the best way.
Yeah, I really like this track for that exact reason. Completely different. The premise of the song being 2,000 miles from Japan. And a couple hundred miles. Couple hundred miles from Japan. And so where we work to my hometown, where my family are,
couple hundred miles.
Is a couple hundred miles. Exactly. Cool. It's exactly 200 miles.
Really?
Yeah. So on a Friday night, that's not fun. That's not fun whatsoever. Like 4 hours in the car on British motorways.
Oh my God.
That's not cool.
I'm sorry.
Whereas you're just so showbiz now. Yeah, a couple hundred miles from Japan. I'll just fly in.
You know the funny part about that is, like, you could only be in South Korea.
Yeah.
If you're a couple hundred miles from Japan, to fly in from that close. So I had to do it. I had to do the math because I was like, I can't just say that. Originally it was like, I was thinking I could drive to your hotel tonight.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't drive. Look, if you're a couple hundred, I have to fly, you know?
And so is this loosely based around a particular story that happened?
It was actually just a dream of me I was lost in Japan, and I think it was Japan, but it's more a metaphor for being lost in love, you know? Like, just lost in, like, the excitement of love, you know? And somebody, and that new feeling, you know, like, I can feel the tension, we can cut it with a knife. I know it's more than just a friendship. On the phone with the girl being like, I can hear you think I'm right, basically meaning, that was my favorite lyric of the whole album. I can hear you think I'm right is basically like in somebody's voice, being able to tell through the tone of how they're speaking that they also agree with you, but they're not saying it.
We've all had that late night conversation.
You're like, look, I know by the way you're speaking to me that you agree with me. And I was like, so I'm really proud of it.